Okay, one of the questions I get from a lot of mummies, and I myself, was how to increase my breast milk supply, especially when I was hitting my 3rd, 4th month. I fell sick a couple of times, and every time I get a flu, my supply dips. In fact, at the 4th month, which is around now, my period came back, and that's when my supply dipped again. So how to increase supply? First up is eat the right food. Eat a lot of fish, a lot of proteins, drink water, drink a lot of warm water. Warm fluids, especially warm water, did help to improve my supply. The second one, it's a very yummy one. You can eat your lactation cookies, and I think if you've been seeing my Instagram, I've been sharing about lactation cookies. It does help because the oats and the brewer's yeast does help to improve your supply. But then again, they're yummy, they're really good, but at the same time, they might be a little bit on the fattening side. So if you don't want to put on too much weight after that, maybe you should cut down on it. But the reason why I was eating lactation cookies as well is because, during confinement, you're not supposed to be eating desserts, and the sweet thing or the treat that I could have is the lactation cookies. So I think that was my yummy treat of the day. Next thing I think is the most effective is latch and pump, whichever that you're doing, do it often, because latching and pumping helps to increase supply because it tells your body that, hey, there is a demand for it, and that's how your body learns that it needs to produce more, and do it at regular intervals. Please don't learn from me, I'm not a very disciplined pumper at first, and I think that's what caused my supply to dip as well. So do be consistent in your pumping unless you have no choice. Try not to drag on too long, especially the first 10 to 12 weeks, because that's when you're establishing your milk supply. When my supply was dipping really low because I had a bad flu, what I did was power pump. And power pumping is really good in rebuilding and re-establishing that supply. So I was pumping at about 120 to 150 before I got sick. And then when I got sick, it dipped all the way down to about 70, 80. So I was a little bit concerned, but I didn't do anything about it. And then it dipped some more because when I went back to work, I pumped even lesser. It dipped to about 50 or 60. So what I did was I read about it, and friends have encouraged me to power pump. So I power pump at least once a day. So in that 1 hour, I would pump for 20 minutes or 15 minutes, and then I will rest for about 5 minutes, and I'll pump again for another 10 minutes, rest for 5 minutes, and pump again another 10 minutes. I think power pumping really helps, but you have to be consistent about it, and you have to be disciplined about it. So in that 1 hour a day, you have to do it, and be patient, because you might have to do it for a week or two to start seeing results. So power pumping is really good for increasing your supply.